Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Wednesday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for the Thunder, Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Hartenstein in at the 5 down low. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. It's easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit, so you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match, the way they went about it. Just so physical and dominated there. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Lillard is screen on Wallace. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Drops in the tray. Giannis has got 5 now.
And Giannis really trusting his rhythm right now with his offensive game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Williams a screen on Lillard. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Jackson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. The Bucks shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Brent, for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Wallace against Jackson. Lillard up top. Inside, here's Middleton, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, man, nice jam from Middleton. The veteran swingman understands when to go after dunks like that.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I did speak briefly with Oklahoma City's head coach. I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach, trying to stop the Greek Freak. Guys?
Thanks, David. Milwaukee making a switch. Trent's checked in. Let's see some of the numbers here for Chris Middleton.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. Nobody near Williams. That 3 off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Prince is checked in for Milwaukee. And he sinks the second. Well, Brent, Mark Daigneault was named the 2024 Coach of the Year. Not once, but twice.
Yeah, he won 2 separate Coach of the Year awards. One voted on by his peers, and the other one voted on by the media. What a remarkable accomplishment for such a young coach that has not only grown himself, but grown this team in ways that a lot of other squads are envious.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Caruso finds Williams. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Williams can't hit.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Lillard with the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 11-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just 2 powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
Here's Giannis. The Thunder making the shot. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The free throw drops for Caruso. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he can't hit the second. Bucks leading by 10. Down low. Prince, the pass to Middleton. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Bucks lead by 8. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Bucks?
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possessions. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Greg, you look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Out in the wings for him, we'll see Trent Jr. and Middleton. Bobby Portis out there with Taurean Prince. And it's right in at the 1 spot. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. And that one misses. And Brent, the Bucks last season bowing out in the first round. And the injuries they sustained sure didn't help.
Well, there's just so much, Kevin, that is on the shoulders of Giannis. So to see him go down, with that, the hopes of a Milwaukee title run. It's a reoccurring theme that we talk about every year. You got to be healthy in the playoffs. And these guys have just had players that they rely upon not be ready.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep. Blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And Middleton kicks to Jackson. To the paint. Unloads from 9. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Caruso looking for an opening. Pass to Joe. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over right. And it's off the back rim. No good. Outside Jackson. Portis, the pass to Middleton. Back to Portis. Over Williams. And again, the Bucks miss.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
With the floater. The shot comes out. Some solid defense there from Jackson. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Trent setting a pick for Middleton. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. To the inside. There's Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And it's right with the ball for the Bucks. In the second quarter, held scoreless. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to talk to his guys. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Williams. Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Isaiah Joe. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Lillard comes in for Wright. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. Count it. Lillard's got 9.
And Dame Lillard with tremendous concentration there.
Thunder trailing by 5. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Portis a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Lillard kicks to Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. Goes up at the stripe. Lillard misses. Well, Thunder have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Dort with the bounce pass. Hartenstein with the screen on Lillard. Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Bobby Portis.
And the growth that Shea has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
That free throw missing. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names: Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Jackson pulls up, and he's on the money with his first shot today. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Nice find by Lillard. He deserves some recognition for that kind of passing.
Pass to Hartenstein. Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Giannis passes to Portis. Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a hand on it.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Dort finds Wallace. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one is good. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, guys. Torian, what's been the key so far?
Ball movement, doing what we got to do defensively, competing, showing effort, and translating into offense.
That mix has worked really well so far, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. You know, maybe we should take a road trip, the three of us.
Yeah, if we're going on a road trip, I'm bringing my dogs.
Nah, what about that smell?
I don't think they'll mind it.
Ouch.
And we look now at the Milwaukee Bucks. We got a battle out there after one half of play.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call it, guys? Oh, yeah, Matador defense. They're just letting scores go by.
Ole, ole, ole. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Wallace. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 spot. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Here's Jackson. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Middleton against Wallace. Pass to Hartenstein. Lopez over to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Now here's Giannis. He's got 13. Lillard, right side. Williams with the block. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Wallace. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. The Bucks trail. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Here's Giannis. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
On the wing, Jackson. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. And now a 3-point Milwaukee lead. Thunder have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside Williams. Giannis against Wallace. Dort with a screen for Wallace. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Thunder have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Caruso's checked in. Wallace hits 2 free throws. Giannis with it. He's got 13. Pass to Lillard. To the middle. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Wallace against Jackson. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Caruso. The Thunder with another miss. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Thunder trailing by 4. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso, a screen on Giannis. Inside. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Caruso's got 7 points in the game.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Craig's checked in for Jackson. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Bucks. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. Hey, Brett, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you could make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
And he knocks down the first one. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for the Thunder. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo? He's so accurate from deep. Williams can torch you.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Lillard. Back to Giannis. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Hartenstein against Antetokounmpo. Hartenstein passes to Wallace. For the lead, and the Thunder another three.
And he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Back to Antetokounmpo to halt the run, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Of course, one of the league's best scorers. Giannis poised to be one of the game's all-time best.
Good on the second, so he makes them both.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Thunder out in front, leading by just 1. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Bucks, the guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. Trent's out there with Jackson, and it's Portis in at the 5. Portis a screen on Williams, 6 to shoot. Trent, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the coaching staff wanting a little bit more of this from Trent, forcing his way to the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
No good on the second free throw.
He's shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
And good that time.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
While taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Portis a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from long range.
And trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander from 13. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Portis. That one's not going to go. Excellent D there from Williams. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And a wide open look for Portis. No good with the triple.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Bucks passing it around. For 3, Portis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Portis has got it all tied up now for the Bucks. Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Williams. Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Isaiah Joe. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Prince. And Middleton subbed in for Trent. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thank you, David. And he comes up with the deuce.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Lillard missing. Thunder have gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Dort misses. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Wallace. Down low. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
One shot.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Outside Jackson. Lillard with a screen for Jackson. Pass to Lopez. And here's Giannis. Offline with his three.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
There's a great pace to Gilgeous-Alexander's game. The mid-range fits well.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a competitive drive. Bingo.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Lillard. From 13, and it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Giannis has got 5 assists in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the quarter.
SGA quickly becoming the guy you want with the ball in his hands down the stretch.
The shot's good.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 25 points.
And SGA is used to burying these kind of big-time shots. Just an outstanding leader for this team.
Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Lillard picks him up.
Lugans, Dort, give it to him.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard way outside. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. 30 seconds left in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's Lillard missing. And so here is Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 7.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Middleton for 3. A shot off that time. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.